Good morning and welcome back, fellow light keepers. I'm so glad you're here today. I have such a fun episode. Last night, I watched Star Wars Episode 4 A New Hope and really kind of paid attention to May the Force be with you. What is the Force? Because I never really kind of watched this movie with intention. And this time I did. I just really wanted to see what is the Force? And the force isn't outside of us, but it's within us. This morning, it's so funny. I went and walked my dog and I saw two different squirrel situations. And I'm like, the universe, the force is talking to me. And it felt like a message, a moment to pause and kind of listen because there was such synchronicity. There was one couple walking their puppy and they're talking about how a squirrel got off their training. Another gentleman, he was just standing there by a tree and he's like, "Oh, this is my pet squirrel." Random. Okay. Keep walking and I see another squirrel. We have a lot of squirrels, but this was a different kind of synchronicity of seeing a lot of squirrels. The force is it's energy, intuition, it's life force. It's not something you find, it's something you remember. You know that feeling that it speaks quietly or those nudges? Like I just said, the synchronicities, like the squirrel moment. It's an example of force communicating through life. Isn't that kind of fun? And I love one of the sayings in the movie, Luke, trust your feelings. It's very kind of iconic. It's feeling over logic. It's that trust. The mind always wants proof, but the intuition asks for the trust first. So that moment when I saw the squirrels, I didn't analyze it. I just felt the message. I'm like, oh, where am I being asked to trust to feel? Another really fun message or sign I saw was Chewbacca. He's love. He doesn't speak words, but he's still deeply understood. He represents loyalty and heart energy. Not all communication is verbal, as we know. The Force often speaks through feeling, presence, and connection. Just like that squirrel moment, I felt it. The squirrel message, preparation and trust. Squirrels gather and they prepare and they stay steady when you're building. Two squirrels. It's so funny. It just keep going. What you're doing now is supporting your future. The force isn't abstract, it shows up in real, grounded ways. And another message I really um, was pulled to in the movie was the harder path. The force, it doesn't always guide you to the easy. When you listen, it guides you to what's aligned. In fact, sometimes, as we know, the aligned no is much more powerful than a yes, because the aligned no paves the path for what you're meant to do. And the harder path can be discipline, consistency, facing things that you've been avoided. Oh, I know that. I know that all too well. But once you go through that storm and you go through that path that you're being called to and you go through it and you feel it, let me tell you, it's amazing on the other side. The sun is shining and life is amazing. Another also, I love when Obi-Wan Kenobi says to Luke, use the force, let go. Well, this is all about control, letting go, trust. And when he turns off that computer, when he's in that fight scene at the end and he releases control, oh my gosh, full body chills, right? And you hear the men in the control room, they're, oh no, he's turned off the controls and everybody's all up in arms and he just goes within. Luke goes within and he trusts and he gets to the other side. Wow, that was an amazing scene. The force will always be with you. The force never leaves you. It's your intuition, it's your synchronicity, nature, that quiet knowing, even in the ordinary moments like walking with your dog. That's why it's so important to go within when you in the storm, without of the storm, closing your eyes, listening, being quiet. and hearing all those messages. Are there any messages or signs that you've been receiving? What are you preparing for right now? What have you been asked to trust more deeply? Remember, you don't need to search for guidance. You always know from within. I want to thank you again for being here with me, and may the force be with you.